Hey, Nick again here from Splice Video. We're having a really good time here. The content has been amazing. I'm sitting watching everything and I'm blown away by the content. But let's not forget why we're here, and that's to be part of the movement, part of Club Ichi. And when I think about, I've been sitting here with a couple of my business partners today, and we're talking about community just because this has been the topic of the day. And we keep reminding ourselves, how much we've grown as a brand, as Splice Video, via communities. And we're super excited that just today we became part of the Club Ichi community for $250 for the year to get all of the exclusive access. And another thing that I think is really interesting, Nicole and Liz's phones have been blowing up. Can't wait to see you in Croatia. Can't wait to see you in Argentina. If you're not a member of Club Ichi, you're probably not gonna be able to go to those because there's only 20 spots, 19 spots because I'm coming. There's only 19 spots available. So what you wanna do is go to weareichi.com. You wanna click get in there and then sign up for that $250 annual plan. And if you need help convincing your boss to pay for it, all you have to say is, do you want me to be networked with the greatest community builders in the country? Because that's what Club Ichi is. Look at the people who have been here today. These are the people that are here and involved. You want in on this for $250, 68 cents a day. I kind of feel like this is an old school PBS telethon. Just give me the old rotary phone, ladies and gentlemen. Still lots of great stuff coming up today. Super great content, great speakers. I think Liz might be coming back into the shot here. Remember, 19 spots available for Argentina and for Croatia. So get in while the getting's good.
No, stay here with me.
Oh yeah, stay here.
No,
Oh, I'm staying. Oh,
you
okay.
stay. Just
Hi.
stay with me. Hi.
Hi, Liz. How are you?
Well, I am super thrilled and excited to be here.
Yeah.
We've been having a really fun time. How are you?
You know what? We are how many hours in? We're almost 9 hours in to this. It doesn't feel like 9 hours.
It does because I really have to go to the bathroom.
It's funny though. So I used to work on cruise ships. I spent 10 years working on cruise ships, and we would work 12, 14, 16 hours every day. It was crazy. And I'm like, 12-hour live? I mean, this is no problem. But it's fun seeing the dynamic. People are here watching. There's 75 people involved today.
Yeah.
How much work went into the back end of actually developing the concept?
Yeah, a ton.
I know.
But to be fair, I've only spent about 45 days pulling it together from a content standpoint. And this community is so vibrant that when we reached out and asked, people said, count me in. How can I do this? And we still had people reaching out as late as yesterday asking if they could be a part of the content. So it's been incredible, and that is what this is all about. The production team, we were laughing this morning as they told me, next time could we just do the whole thing as videos? Because there's really don't need this to be live, do you? It's like, well, where's the fun in that? And they said, I know.
No, you want it live. So interesting. We've worked with a lot of companies this year that some did a recorded event that came across as live, and then others that did live, and the interaction in the live, like just the chat today.
Yeah.
I've been following the whole event in the chat today. It's been a lot of fun watching the questions and the answers, and the community answering the questions, I think, is always really exciting.
I think it's the energy of people coming across on screen. So even if they're being piped in, they are live. Like you can feel that.
Yep.
That energy conveys. Okay, so speaking of live, we are going live to Las Vegas.
Hey.
To Chef Javi Maggiolo. Absolutely magnificent Javi. We have met him in Austin, Texas. He is a food truck mastermind, and he's got something special for us lined up in Las Vegas. Over to you, Javi.
How are you guys? How you been? Are you guys there?
Javi, how you been? How you been?
How are you?
I'm very good. Right behind me, you saw the movie Chef?
Yes.
You guys, yes. So right behind me, that's Jon Favreau. Just got here. Is the grand opening of the truck. They're opening their truck. El Jefe, the one from the movie, is right here. Maybe you can see him right behind me. That's John behind me right there. And they're opening the truck
Folks, you wanted
right
celebrity appearances. Here we go.
You're talking about me? You're talking about him?
Both of you. Look at you.
I know. So yeah, super cool. They're here. They're gonna be opening the truck right now. So there's a huge line at the Park NGM just to have Cuban sandwich.
That's incredible. All right, Javi, I'm going to turn this segment over to you. So tell us a little bit about planning catering with food trucks, because a lot of our corporate event
Oh,
professionals are finding that as a really cool way to engage the local cuisine.
absolutely. I'm gonna tell you this. When Tesla started building the Gigafactory in Austin, let's say like 3, 4 years ago, we knock at the door and we find out that a bunch of workers working there, and we presented the food truck as a solution just to park the food truck outside whatever location, in this case that building, and we park it outside, and caterings were like floating. It was crazy. So you just receive an order and you can cater it. So food trucks doesn't have the same space as restaurants, and I'm talking more about storage. So when you want to do a catering, you want to provide for a specific amount of people, especially if it's over 100. You need to put and you need to have some processes in your hands to be able to deliver. But the food truck is ideal as a station just to do the prepare or outside, and you can deliver that catering, serving it as a catering inside the building. But your food truck is like your station. Same for offices, buildings, corporate events, etc. So with that experience that I'm telling you about the Tesla, after that, Apple's up here doing the same, and now it's like a very trending wave, at least in Austin, that all the corporations and these big or huge technology companies having the food trucks outside, and the food truck not just selling to the people that is working over there, but providing the caterings and everything for the private meetings or the meetings that the executive has and all of that. So yeah, it's something that is happening a lot, and it's super cool. Look how packed it's starting to be, that line just to have a Cuban sandwich from a food truck. Guys, you there?
Yeah, Chef Javi, can you repeat that
Oh,
for me?
yes. Ah, that you can see on my background, the lines that's starting to happen with all the actors from the movie, and just to serve Cuban sandwich to everyone. So it's crazy right now.
That's
That's
fantastic.
fantastic.
So is there
Yeah.
something else going on in Vegas with food trucks, or is this one a premiere of this in particular?
No, just is a grand opening for this one. But Vegas food truck scene have been growing in the last 5 years the most. LA is the big influence. LA have registered, I would say, more than 15,000 food trucks. And Austin, which is the headquarter that I have, already have registered 3,000 food trucks. And the food
Wow.
truck scene is super important. Yeah. And I'm going to tell these to people, eating in food trucks is super healthy. At the end of the day, as I said before, we don't have the same storage capacity as a restaurant. So the capacity in a food truck is limited. So we need to buy every 2 to 3 days all our goods. So the food is always fresh. And that's the reason why people is choosing the food trucks. On top of that, after COVID, being outdoor, I don't know, apparently in your brain, it looks like a safety way of having food. So that's why food truck is seen in the country is even, increasing and increasing every time way more. So yeah.
How many people do you expect each food truck could actually feed? So if I've got a 3,000 person conference, what do I need to plan on?
Well, if the food truck have the capacity and is well established or got together with a very nice processes to take care of people, one food truck out of those 3,000 can serve 700 to up to 1,000 easily. So 3,000 conference, you should have no more than 5 trucks. If you have healthy, well established food trucks. If not, you gotta be a little more. But let's say in between 5 and 8 food trucks, and that will be enough.
One of the things we learned the hard way doing events with food trucks is to request the food truck to limit their menu so that they can serve more.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, doing festivals like ACL, Austin City Limits in Austin, teach you how to do that. So it's better to have
Mm.
2 or 3 items and that's it. Because let's say you're a burger truck and you have a single burger, cheeseburger, or double cheeseburger, that will be it. People is gonna just line up to have your burger. So it's better to have less items in your menu.
That's incredible. So in Vegas, I mean, it seems like a strange place to have food trucks with all of these incredible restaurants. So how does that work?
Well, inside the hotels and casino, well, the food trucks is not for that crowd.
Oh,
Difficult to have a
you
food
may
truck
have frozen.
there. You can you
Yes.
can find some and have some. Let me show you what is happening right now. So right behind me is John Favreau just serving Cuban sandwiches to people right there. And this is how
That's
Vegas,
amazing.
yeah, that's how Vegas um, is finding ways to have food trucks in a different way of having the food truck just on the street, you know?
Yeah. So I'm so curious how that works with the food and beverage inside the hotels. That seems like competition for the hotel folks.
It is competition. It is competition. And that's why we like. And especially now it's trending as well that chef they can have their food trucks. So that's great. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, let's say in this particular hotel, you're walking, you can have a little window that is a food truck just parked inside connections, for example, for great water or the smoke that the food truck has is very different. It's more treated as a kitchen than as a food truck. But the whole food truck outside appealing is so great that people is just experience a food truck indoors, and that's great. This is new. This is something that we can have around. So food trucks can be now inside buildings and stuff like that. So restaurants just get ready, I guess, for some competition.
So one of the arguments I've heard in favor of caterers over food trucks is that the caterers can really, well, cater to dietary restrictions, allergies, and food trucks may be more restricted. Is that true?
Yes, that's true. But if you have the permit, the food truck being outside the location is very great because at the end of the day, it's a kitchen that you have right there in the location. So let's say what happened if your catering is for 1,000 people, but then you need more. You're gonna able to solve it because you have the food truck right there outside the kitchen. While catering
Yeah.
companies, yeah, maybe caterings with I have been doing catering all my life as well. You are limited. It's what you bring in on your van or your vehicle, and that's it. You know.
Yeah, that's incredible. So is this particular food truck going out on the road or is it staying right here in this property?
No, this one stay here is right on the lobby of the hotel, and it's super cool. It's a great idea.
And which hotel did you say it's at?
It's parking GM.
And how long will it be there?
It's permanent.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have
So
a
now
whole
I have the
paparazzi
guys.
scene
My
happening around you.
guys. Yeah, they are all over around. I'm just in the area that John is right there behind me, and they're just looking at the whole location. And yes, we have all the paparazzis and people just behind, and yeah, it's kind of crazy at this moment.
So what were you doing out in Vegas?
Working, of course. This is one of the stops that I'm doing. And tonight, and I'm gonna be doing a little live from the Sphere YouTube concert. So that will be super great.
Thank you so much for this incredible tour. This was exciting. We got a real celebrity encounter with you and John.